The Aventine Hill is one of the traditional 7 hills of Rome and one of the most historically significant areas of the ancient city. Located south of the Palatine and close to the Tiber River, the hill played an important role in Roman mythology, religion, politics, and everyday urban life. Although it later became part of the city's wealthy residential landscape, the Aventine was originally associated with people who stood outside Rome's traditional aristocratic elite. In Roman foundation legends, the Aventine was linked with Remus, the twin brother of Romulus. According to tradition, when the brothers argued over where their new city should be established, they turned to augury, the interpretation of divine signs through the observation of birds. Remus was associated with the Aventine, while Romulus took his position on the Palatine. The disagreement eventually ended in conflict and the death of Remus, leaving Romulus as the legendary founder of Rome. Because of this story, the Aventine became connected from the very beginning with one of the most famous episodes in Roman mythology. The hill later developed a strong connection with the plebeians, the ordinary citizens who formed the majority of Rome's population but initially possessed fewer political privileges than the patrician elite. During the long conflict of the orders, when plebeians struggled for greater political and legal rights, the Aventine became an important symbol of their identity. Ancient traditions connected the hill with plebeian protest and political organization, giving it a reputation as a place associated with resistance to aristocratic dominance. Religion was another major feature of the Aventine. The hill contained several important temples and sanctuaries. One of the most famous was the Temple of Diana, traditionally associated with King Servius Tullius and with cooperation between Rome and other Latin communities. The hill was also home to the Temple of Ceres, Liber, and Libera, deities strongly connected with agriculture and the plebeian population. In addition, a number of foreign and imported cults found a place on or near the Aventine, reflecting Rome's growing contacts with communities across Italy and the wider Mediterranean. Its geographical position also made the Aventine economically important. The nearby Tiber River was one of Rome's main commercial arteries, bringing food, building materials, luxury goods, and other products into the city. The Aventine stood close to major warehouses, markets, and the busy commercial districts connected with the river ports. As Rome expanded into a Mediterranean power, this area became increasingly important for merchants, craftsmen, dock workers, and people involved in the movement of goods. Over time, the social character of the hill changed. Wealthy Romans began constructing impressive houses there, and the Aventine gradually developed into a desirable residential district. Even so, it never completely lost its older associations with plebeian politics, religion, and commerce. Its history reflected the transformation of Rome itself, from a small settlement dominated by local traditions into the capital of a vast Mediterranean empire. During the imperial period, the Aventine continued to contain temples, private residences, public buildings, and religious communities. Later centuries added Christian churches and medieval structures to the landscape, creating the layered historical character that can still be seen today. Unlike some parts of central Rome that became dominated by monumental ruins, the Aventine developed a quieter atmosphere while still preserving important traces of the ancient city. Today, the Aventine Hill is remembered not only as one of Rome's 7 hills, but also as a place where mythology, politics, religion, and social history came together. Its connection with Remus linked it to the legendary birth of Rome, while its association with plebeians reflected the political struggles that helped shape the Republic. Its temples reveal Rome's religious diversity, and its proximity to the Tiber shows how closely urban life depended on trade and transportation. The Aventine therefore represents much more than a geographical feature of ancient Rome. It is a symbol of the city's social complexity and historical development, a place where ordinary citizens, religious communities, merchants, soldiers, politicians, and wealthy families all left their mark. From the legendary age of Romulus and Remus to the height of the Roman Empire, the Aventine remained an important part of the story of Rome.